Hello there. How's it going? Welcome to another session of brain training, a place where I train my brain facing my fears of English speaking and also LeetCode. So I face all my fears together, all at once. This is the officially the first video that I'm recording and intend to put online. So bear with me in this journey. And for today, we're gonna follow this roadmap, needscode.io roadmap that is aimed to help people there. They are trying to improve their lead code solving skills, I guess. And we're going to follow this entire tree over here, starting from arrays in hashing, arrays in hashing. And of course, we're going to start from the first question that is contains duplicates. Let's head over to leetcode.com. That is the website where all these questions, beautiful questions, are stored. And let's start this 217 question. For this question, we receive a array of integers and we have to return true if this array of integers contains numbers that are equal, or return false otherwise. That's it. This array, we have some constraints here that tell us there's a lot of numbers in this array, and also that we can have negative numbers inside this nums array as well. And in order to solve this problem, the naive approach that I would came up with is the nested loop approach, using two loops to check the entire array for duplicates. The solution goes something like this. And I'm sorry. And here we have it. This is the naive approach. I like it, the solution though. Even though most of the people that solve those problems, they don't like this because this is a slow solution. I think this is the easy way to understand that this is not a harder solution, right? We are using two nested loops. We have this first loop over here is the outer loop that is in charge of selecting a number, pick a number, and the inner loop will compare this number that we picked with all the remaining numbers within the array. That's what we do. We're gonna do this until we reach the end of the array. If we don't find anything, we just return false in the end of this function. That's pretty simple. But problem with this approach, like I said, is a slow approach. Let's try this real quick just to confirm. That's the result. As you can see, the runtime of this approach is way low. It's the worst that it can be, right? Not a good solution. This is the time complexity for this solution, like the time that the solution takes to be solved, this algorithm takes to run is O n square. This is a time complexity. Space complexity is good. It's, space complexity is constant time because we don't create any new variables. We don't need to store anything, any new information. So it's constant time. Oh, one. This is big O notation. Yeah, this is how we measure time efficiency of our algorithms. This is how we measure efficiency of our algorithms is using this big O notation here. If you don't know about it, learn it because it's very important because they will ask you about this in an interview. If you're doing interviews, of course. In order to improve this algorithm, we're going to use hash sets. That is a special type of data structure that store that is aimed to store unique values and have a really fast lookup time complexity. You can check the values in the hash set really fast, like the most fast as possible. That is the constant time. So you can look up in constant time and you're only allowed to store unique values. So it is the data structure aimed to solve this problem to optimize the time complexity. Okay, really hard to explain this, but let's do this. So the code to do this goes something like this. I will type the code and then I'm going to explain the algorithm. And we are done. This is the entire code. We use a we use a different for loop because the thing about Kotlin is we have a bunch of for loops. So this is the minimal version we can have the for loop because we don't care about the indexes. We just want to iterate over the number. So this is what we are doing here. Just grabbing the number and check whether or not this number is already in the hash set. If so, this what we going to return true. Otherwise, we just add to the hash set and keep going with the for loop until we reach the end. In case we reach the end without seeing a duplicate number, we just return false. Let's give this a try. And a lot improvement over here. We got a lot improvement. We don't reach the best solution, but it's fairly a beautiful solution here. So for this one, now we have improved a optimal solution regarding time complexity. So for time complexity, now we got a nice linear time complexity. O O of n is a linear time complexity, and for space complexity, this is the trade-off because for space complexity now we have also a linear space complexity because we are storing the we are creating a hash that can contain all elements in this int array. Because the worst scenario is when we don't have any duplicates. So this hash set will have we have to store all the numbers that within the int array. And that we have it. This is the LeetCode. This is the LeetCode 217. This is the optimal solution using Kotlin. I hope you like it. This is my first video trying to explain complex subjects in English. I'm trying to be clear, concise, and smoothly as possible. I don't know if I could do. I don't know if I could succeed on this, but regardless, I'm really happy to finish this. So I hope to see you in a next video. Bye.